Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Brad from Brad Reviews It. Today we're going to be talking about the SMAILWOLF RS8 gaming mouse. It's a super lightweight gaming mouse that can be used through either Bluetooth, the 2.4 gigahertz transponder that comes with it, or through a wired setup. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. I will say first and foremost, just by judging by the box and the product design from the outside, I would definitely purchase this if I saw it hanging up in one of my big box stores somewhere. It's got very good product design for the box. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we get inside. So inside we do get USB Type-C cord. So that means that this mouse uses USB Type-C. I greatly appreciate that. I haven't seen anybody use micro USB in a long time, but I do know that was a thing of the past, and I hated micro USB. So we do get some very, very simple instructions that kind of tell you how to hook it up. And the actual mouse, I will say this thing is super lightweight. Comes in at 72 grams according to their product website. The USB transponders in here, you do get 3 modes. And it has a very small RGB light right here that's just very minuscule, not super overwhelming, and there is a screen right here that will show you what mode you're in and what the battery is. So let's go ahead and get this thing hooked up and test it out. All right, so we're hooked up through the wired connection currently. On the screen, you see the DPI, the fact that we're hooked up to USB, and the battery is currently charging, and this is the light that's on it. And if you press this button, it changes the DPI all the way up to 10,000. And then I forgot to mention these side buttons right here. One does forward and one does backwards for like web browsing. Let's go ahead and try out the 2.4 gigahertz setting with the included transponder. So you do have to switch it over to 2.4 gigahertz on this very tiny switch on the bottom. And the actual transponder is right here, which probably just took off a few more grams of weight. I will say this thing's super lightweight. All right, so we plugged it back in and we're back in business. As you can see on the top, we're in 2.4 gigahertz. My battery's at 75%, and the DPI, the lights are still lighting up. And I will say that they did send me this product for free to review. However, I think this might replace my current gaming mouse. This thing is very lightweight, very quick, very responsive. I like it. So lastly, let's take a look at the Bluetooth mode. So on the top, you will see that I'm in Bluetooth mode, same battery. The only thing I will say about Bluetooth mode is it's connected to my computer currently, because I have already pulled it out of the box and tried to set it up. However, during the first setup, I had to actually plug in a different mouse just to be able to add the Bluetooth, just because you do need a mouse to tap the connection on the screen. But that's just a one-time setup thing, and it's not an issue if you have a touch screen computer. So I will say some pros with this. It's super lightweight. I do like the screen on top that tells you what mode you're in, what your DPI is, and what your current battery level is. One con I do have with this unit is on the Amazon page, it is advertised that they have a custom programming one app with full control for DPI adjustment, rate of return, custom macro keys, and configuration with programming and other columns. And it shows this really cool app in the background. However, I can't find anything on their Amazon page or in the instructions at all on how to use the app or what app to even download at all. So I don't even know if that's in existence. So I will say that's one major con if that's something you're looking for. And lastly, something that could be a pro or a con depending on what kind of person you are, is this light right here. It's very unnoticeable and not super overwhelming. I actually strongly like it because I don't like the overwhelming red, green, blue lights. But if that's something you're looking for, then this mouse probably isn't for you. I did try to take some nighttime video of this. However, it was just as underwhelming as it is during the daytime. But it's not a con for me, but it could be a con for somebody. I actually find it kind of a pro because I get that kind of sleek looking light without having the bright overwhelmingness of it. So if you're looking for a good gaming mouse at a very cheap price point, it retails at $25.99 currently on Amazon. The product will be linked in the description below, and every time you do purchase something from one of my videos, I do get a small commission, so you're helping support the channel, and me and my family greatly appreciate that. So like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if there's something else you want to see me review. Thanks, and y'all stay blessed.